This is a recording to try to get you guys to have a understanding about how to navigate through the city's website as far as getting jobs. I know it's some people it's pretty simple, but to other people they might need a little help learning how to navigate to get the best effect of applying for jobs and actually getting a job, a full-time job. So here we go. All right. So on the first part of this tutorial, we talked about how to actually just, maneuver around and kind of look and see what jobs are open and how to be able to go and go forth and see what jobs are open as far as how to get jobs here, right? On the city's website, on the city of Los Angeles' website, right? Just kind of bump around and see the jobs that's available, right? Now, what we're going to do is so let's say I'm interested in electrical test technician. Okay. So, let's see. There's no way for me to apply. See, I've applied. Let's see. I have well, we can go back here. Jobs. Let's start all over again. Jobs. There we go. Okay, so now we can go here again and click there. Now, like we said, we can scroll through all the jobs that are open from newest to oldest. Well, let's say systems electrician, right? Let's start all over there. So I want to apply, right? If I click on apply, there's nowhere for me to apply, right? There's nothing I can do. There's nowhere for me to apply at this point. It tells me the application deadline. Well, there's some stuff I didn't tell you guys. When it tells you to do the salary, the requirements, the notes, or some of the things they might give you a little break on some of the requirements here, certifications that you need, some other information where to apply, and the deadline tells you application deadline from 8 a.m. Friday, January 31st to 11:59 p.m. to Thursday, February 13th, 2020. Uh, Wait a minute, what? Applications will only be up online from these 2 days. Oh, okay. Oh, so now we're using the December dates, the December 4th, 2020 through December 17th, 2020. Okay. It tells you about the selection process, multiple choice test, 100% of candidates, and just tells you different information and stuff that you can get. If you have questions that maybe are not, are you have other questions that are just not generally based. And this basically gives you information and where to apply, right? Gives you lots more information as you go down the whole job notice, right? But now it says apply, right? So now you get to get the green apply button. But you got to sign in, right? So let's forget that we have signed in. I have signed in, but let's forget that I've signed in. Let's say you need to sign in, right? So it's going to ask you to sign in. It's going to ask you if you have an account. If you don't have an account, to create one. So you're going to need an email, and you're going to need an email. You're going to need your password and everything. So you're going to need an email address. You're going to need and create a password, and I think a username and a password. But for now, that we don't need to do that. let's say you created an account and you signed in already, right? So we're gonna sign in, upload from your computer. So saving time, important information. Upload from your computer. We're not gonna upload anything right now. So we're gonna skip this step. So it's gonna ask us info. It's gonna ask us for our name, address, phone number, email, right? You're gonna be able to edit all this stuff. Then it's gonna say fix the errors. So it's gonna ask you for your driver's license, social security number. You have proof of to work in the U.S., which is a birth certificate, of course, and which or other U.S. Other naturalization documents, which is your highest level of education, and you're gonna be able to put in all of that, right? And you go to your work experience. This is where you want to have it match the application information. This is where the requirements. So all these requirements in here, you want to make sure that your work experience matches that, right? Same thing with the education. You want to make sure that it matches all of that. So you want to add your education. Add education. You can put type of name of school and all of that, and wherever, what you type of school. See, high school, college, professional, whatever. The name of the school, the country, city, state, website, whatever. Your major, minor, units to completed, degree, whatever, right? Start dates, year, start date, end date, whatever. Did you graduate? Yes or no? Same thing as far as work, right? We go back to the work and you want to add work experience. You know, ask you the company you work for, country, address, city, state, postal, phone, website, maybe contact this employer. You want to put yes. If the employer is still in business. If they're not still in business, then you want to put no, and then you let them know why they can't, because the company is defunct. So anyway, the position you had, the hours you worked, employee supervised, start and stop, and the reason for leaving, I don't know, coronavirus, whatever. And then the supervisor's name and duties and summary of your duties and like that, right? So we did education. Additional. This is other stuff you want to add that's like, oh, I have skills. I have a typing certificate. I have a Microsoft certificate. I have a certified in this or that or whatever. You can add this here. You can have anything in other languages you speak, other supplemental information, other skills that you might have, any licenses or certificates you might have, your truck driving license, a forklift license, your accounting license, whatever license that you have, you can put it up here. Attachments and any other attachments that you have on your personal documents. When attachments meaning certificates, maybe you might hold, or other documents that you might have that support all of this other stuff up here. Questions. So these are some questions you're gonna have to answer. I am a current city employee and having no, which if you're not a employee. If you are, you put yes, of course. Which gender do you most identify? Like I said, these are questions. They're my questions, so don't get mad at me. These are questions that will be on, that are there. Please enter your race. You want to enter your race if you feel compelled to. The ones with asterisks are the ones you must answer. The other ones I don't think you have to answer. How did you hear about this employment opportunity? You can, I don't know, say online or whatever. If you selected other, then it has questions like this: as covered fair employment, and so there's going to be questions that you have to answer, and so don't be alarmed. These are just normal questions that all applicants are going to have to answer, and then they're going to ask you what type of job you want. You want a full-time job, anytime, but full-time. That's what you want, and then indicate the geographical areas wherever you want to work. Me, if I didn't have no job, I'll be working wherever they have, wherever they got an opening, right? Indicate the departments you select employment, and you just say any department. That way, you can, whatever is open, you can get, you qualify for it. Indicate your availability, the shift that you're available for. Did you list any unpaid positions on the application? You answer the question. If yes, then you can supplemental questions, and these are some supplemental questions. So, yeah, so you're gonna have to, it's gonna take you a few minutes to kind of fill this out, and but trust me, it's gonna be better. You're gonna review it. Okay, that's okay. Leave the page because we know what we're doing. So we're gonna there's nothing. We review everything because this is just a practice account for me, so I can kind of show you what to do here. We're reviewing everything. Nothing really. We didn't really answer any questions. Then you're gonna ask you to certify. Proceed to certify, and then once you certify everything, then you look it over and everything, and then but they're not gonna let you certify because you're missing too many important questions. So once you answer those questions that are asterisked, then you're going to be able to certify and proceed. But this just to let you know the process that you're going to go through to create an account. That way, the most important thing is you take the two most important parts is the work history and education history and your educational and your these four: the work, education, additional attachments. Work history. This is where you want to put all your work experience, all your stuff that you experienced that makes you qualify for the job you're applying for. Education. This is where you want to add your educational situation where it makes you it qualifies you further for the job you're applying for. You want to match, like I said, the work and education. You want to match with the requirements. You want those things to match. It would be better if your work and education overmatched the quality requirements. Overqualified, having more than qualified you for it. But that's the goal. But at least they should at least meet the minimum requirements for the job you're applying for. Same thing with the additional information, any licenses, skills, certificates, or whatever that you have that you can use on the job that'll make you more better for the job, and so on and so forth for the attachments as well. Attachments meaning that the certificate they may have sent you or some type of verification, proof of verification of these items that you're saying that these skills level or whatever that you may have. All right. So that's that. Once you do that, and then you can click up here like you applying for that job. You can see, so they'll let you see. You can click on here. It says job details. You can see. So make sure when you putting in your information, you can make sure that it's in alignment with the minimum requirements, so that they can pick you up. Because the point is, if your work and education history don't match up with these minimum requirements, then they're probably just going to throw your application away, and they're not gonna do anything with it. So you don't want them to waste their time. You don't want to waste your time. You just go ahead and fill out you can see how to do it and do it properly. All right. Now, this is, like I said, this is a dummy account for me to go out and show you how to go ahead and go about doing this, how to go about setting up a profile, setting up an account so that you can apply for not only this job, but you can apply for other jobs too, as long as you meet those requirements. Okay, so we looked at how to navigate and try to find a job on part one. On this one, part two, we looked at just setting up an account and actually making sure that your skills and education and work experience match up with the minimum requirements that they're looking for on the job. I'll be back next time to show you how to further look for jobs. Peace.